On EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. We'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56.
They run it again with Cook. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Shoves him aside. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hey, check that. Go!
Again, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Down inside the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Allen running the option to the left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second and goal, Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
70 Ranger.
Now Willis. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
7-7, our score after 1. Second down and 8. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And here's Matt Ariza now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing he just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen gonna throw. Buying time, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go again with Pierce. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Allen. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Allen. And Woods has it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll give to Cook on the read option. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Five wide.
They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal, with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready! Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Pat! 19 Lions! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
Third down, it's Willis. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cook running right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Now Allen. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Alert!
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Allen maybe with a free play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he takes it in for a Colts score. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Complete to Wright. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here we go, Jack.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready?
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game. Now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, they're on an